What do you think it takes to be a successful entrepreneur? A great product? A great idea? Well, you might think that that's the case, but in actuality, it's a lot more fundamental than that. Yes, you actually have to have a viable product that the marketplace wants, but that's not the difference between success and failure. Successful entrepreneurs always seem to be successful regardless of whatever they're selling. So if you know how to sell, if you know how to be and run a good business, then you're always going to be successful. After 20 plus years as an entrepreneur, I've boiled down what I've learned and experienced into 5 fundamental skills that you must develop in order to be a successful entrepreneur. You don't have to learn all of these at the same time or all at once, but you will need to be very intentional about actually developing these skills as you progress in your business. The number one skill that I think you should develop first is your ability to communicate, communication skills. Communication skills is the ability to connect with people, the ability to communicate and share your ideas, the ability to actually share your ideas with people and get them to understand what you do, why you do it, and what makes you special in the marketplace. Communication actually consists of 3 major parts. 7% of your communication is just your words. So if you really worry about just about what you say, that's a very, very small part of communication. The other 38% actually is the tone of your voice, the quality of your voice, right? So it's your tone, your speed, your pitch, and the voice that you carry when you actually communicate with people. The other 55% actually is your physiology. That means how you carry yourself, your facial expressions, the confidence with which you communicate with your body language, how you gesture with your hands is a big part of communication. So mastering the skills of communication are fundamental in becoming a successful entrepreneur. You have to be able to communicate your ideas, connect with people, and that goes through communication. But you also need to be able to write well, to be able to communicate your ideas on a Facebook post, an Instagram post, or in written form, whether it's through an email. It's imperative for the entrepreneur to be able to communicate with your peers, your mentors, customers, clients, investors. And so if you're not able to communicate the value of your company, you're probably not going to be very successful. The second fundamental skill that I think you should learn is the ability for sales and influence. The skill of influence is one of the fundamental skills that you must develop. In order to be able to influence people, you have to actually learn how to connect with them, build rapport with them. And the ability to influence more is directly proportional about how you can translate what you do, how you can actually help the other people sell your ideas, sell your products, and really sell yourself. A big part of sales and influence is getting people to connect with you, truly be able to feel you and understand that you're there to help them and actually help solve their problem. And so if you're not able to communicate and influence them to really believe in what you do and your product, they'll never buy from you. The third fundamental skill I think you guys need to have is the ability to solve problems. If you are a business owner, you're always facing some kind of problem. There's always something going wrong, something that needs to be solved. And your ability to not only not freak out, but also be able to sit down, rationally think about the problem, break it down to its fundamental core, and actually figure out what the solutions are. There's going to be a lot of times when you're first starting out your business where things are going to go wrong, and your ability to solve problems is going to be the difference whether you fail or succeed. Because the entrepreneurs that cannot solve their problems end up closing their business, because every problem has a solution. It's just whether you are resourceful enough and resilient enough to understand what the problem is and then find a way to solve it. A big part of problem solving has nothing to do with fixing a problem. Sometimes it's about actually improving a process or improving something in your business. And that actually takes problem solving skills. So if you want to improve a process, if you want to improve a product, you actually have to break down what is currently not great about it, and in order for you to understand what's wrong with it, that's how you actually understand how to make it better. And so your problem solving skills come into that area as well. If you guys feel like you've gotten value so far, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel so that every week you guys are getting updated. If you have a friend or a colleague that you know that would benefit from this type of content, that are building their business, I would love for you to share this type of content so that we build our community. The next fundamental skill that I think you should develop is business strategy. This is a skill that actually takes time to build. As you are evolving in your business, the strategy to make the business successful at phase one of the business is very different when you are growing versus when you are trying to start out from the ground and when you are trying to scale a business. So business strategy is something that you are going to learn and you're going to progress as you grow in your business and in your skills as an entrepreneur. But I want you to be intentional about learning the right strategy, and you do that by modeling somebody who actually has already done what you are trying to do and are successful at it. What I've learned from my mentors is that model people that are already successful so that you can compress years into days or weeks. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. People have already done what you're trying to do. Just follow in their footsteps, and that will make your life so much easier. I've spent so many years trying to reinvent the wheel myself, thinking that that's a better way to do it. I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna do it my way. What I realized is that it's taken me years to do what some people I saw do it in weeks or months, and I wasted a whole lot of time thinking that I was so clever in trying to do it myself or learning it and reinventing the wheel myself. So don't do that. Take it from me, guys. Find somebody who's already done it and model them. The fifth skill that I think that you really need to learn in order to be successful is the ability to focus. The ability to focus is so fundamental because we are so distracted by so many different things in our world right now. There are so many things that you can do on your phone that could kill 10-15 minutes here, 10-15 minutes there, 20-30 minutes there, and it could kill your day. Whereas if you stay focused, you're able to block out all the distractions and really focus on the task at hand and actually make progress in your business. Another thing that you really need to think about in terms of the area of focus is actually, it's about what you focus on, but also what you choose not to focus on. It's kind of like the things that you don't do are just as important as the things that you do. What do I mean by this? When you are in your business, there are so many things to do, and we are often distracted by things that we think are actually just keeping us busy because we feel that we're making progress by just staying busy or really, really busy doing all these different things, which maybe a lot of them don't ever really result in any progress or moving the needle in your business. So the thing that you really need to focus on is the things that move the needles, and being super laser focused on doing the most important things in the business and not being distracted by the things that keep you busy. One more point I want to make about to be able to stay focused is that when you are starting a business, you need to focus so much so that you can gain some kind of momentum, because it takes so much energy to get enough momentum to actually make a difference in the business in order to make that first sale, in order to get those first 5-10 customers in the business. And if you are distracted with so many different things, as in trying to create several different products and several different services instead of focusing on one and really